In this lecture, we are going to look at special right triangles. So let's look at the angle 30 degrees. I want to find what the ordered pair is for 30 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this into a special right triangle. So I'm going to bring this down to the x-axis. Now, this angle is going to be 90 degrees. And my reference angle here is going to be 30, which makes that one 60. So now I'm going to look at a 30, 60, 90 triangle. There's my triangle, and I have 30 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. Now, I know what my rules are for a special right triangle with a 30, 60, 90. If this side is x, this side is going to be 2x. And then the long leg is going to be x square root of 3. So now, looking at the unit circle, because this is a unit circle, I know that my hypotenuse is going to be 1. So I know that my hypotenuse, which is 2x, equals 1. So now I can solve for x. If I have 2x equals 1, divide by 2 on both sides, so x equals 1/2, which means the shorter leg equals 1/2. Now, for the long leg, I can plug in 1/2 into x. So I have 1/2 times the square root of 3. When I multiply that, I'm going to have square root of 3 over 2. Now, if you guys notice, my origin starts here on my unit circle. This is my x value. So my x value is going to be square root of 3 over 2. And then this is my y value going up. So my y value is going to be 1/2. This is the ordered pair for 30 degrees. Now you can do the same thing by doing multiples of 30 around the unit circle. So 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, and 330. If you make all those into 30, 60, 90 triangles, you can find the ordered pairs. Now let's do the next one, which is going to be 45 degrees. For 45 degrees, I want to find my ordered pair. So I'm going to do the same thing, where I'm going to make it into a triangle. Now, this angle is 90, my reference angle is 45, and because all triangles have 180 degrees, this angle has to be 45. So I'm going to draw a 45, 45, 90. So 45 degrees, 45, and 90. Now, from looking at special right triangle rules, I know that both my legs are going to be x. And then my hypotenuse is going to be x square root of 2. Now, take a look at my unit circle that I was working on. On a unit circle, the hypotenuse is always 1. So that means my hypotenuse equals 1. Now we need to do some math to solve for x. So I have x square root of 2 equals 1. To get x by itself, I'm going to divide by square root of 2. That cancels. I get x equals 1 over the square root of 2. Now I need to rationalize the denominator. So I'm going to multiply by the square root of 2 over the square root of 2. And when I multiply fractions, I'm going to multiply straight across. So I get x equals square root of 2 over square root of 2 squared. Now the square root and the squared cancel out, so I'm left with x equals square root of 2 over 2. So I know that x here equals square root of 2 over 2, and same thing here, square root of 2 over 2. Now, to actually write it as a coordinate, I'm going to start at the origin and go on my x-axis. And here's my x-axis. So that's going to be square root of 2 over 2. And then I go up to the y, and that's also going to be square root of 2 over square root of 2. And this is the ordered pair for the 45-degree angle. Now you can also do the same method for the multiples of 45. So we have 90, but then we also have 135, 180, 225, 270, and then 315. So 135, 225, and 315 you can make into special right triangles and find those ordered pairs.